Okay, we're going to do this last part for the real life application. So a tropical storm becomes a hurricane when the wind speeds are at least 74 miles per hour. So the wind speed, y, in miles per hour of a tropical storm is y equals 2x plus 66, where x is the number of hours after the storm enters the Gulf. So our x are the hours. So I like to label these when I'm making a graph so that it makes sense. And y is the miles per hour. Miles per hour. Okay, so I like to remind myself of what my x and my y are going to stand for. And I think that's really, really important. So we start with our equation and we're going to put in some different values for here. So I'm going to try 0, 1, 2, and 3. Now again, you usually want to make sure that it makes sense, especially if it's in a real life application. Would it make sense to put negative values for x? No, because you're not going to have a negative amount of time. So you would only want to have a positive. So then we're going to substitute these in. So y equals 2 times 0 plus 66. 2 times 0 is 0 plus 66 gives me a 66. And the ordered pair is 0, 66. Then I'm going to put in 1. So if I put in y equals 2 times 1 plus 66, that's 2 plus 66 is 68. So we get 168. To put in 2, we get y equals 2 times 2 plus 66. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 66 is 70. So you get the ordered pair 270. And y equals 2 times 3 plus 66. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 66 is 72. And you can kind of see the pattern that we get in our y's as we're doing this. And then we're going to graph these ordered pairs. So they've already done it for us, but let's just kind of look at this. This is our 0. We go up to 66. Now, notice this right here is called a broken axis. And they're showing us that when you see this lightning bolt, it's showing that you're skipping numbers here. And then notice that our intervals are going by twos, 60, 62, 64. So if you were to have a number that was in between, like 63, you would have to kind of estimate where that's at. So in this case, we don't. We're at 66. We plot our point. Then we go to 1 hour, and that was at 68. 2 hours was 70. 3 hours was 72. And we would draw our line, and you can see that we could continue that out to see the rest of the solution. So we plotted the ordered pairs, and we drew a line through the points. From the graph, you can see that y equals blank when x equals blank. So the storm becomes a hurricane how many hours after. So we can see that y equals, if we go over here, it said that it was at least 74. So this is 74, so I'm going to come across here, and then I'm going to come down here. So I know 74 when in 4 hours, so x has to be 4. Again, I just kind of went across here, and I kind of went like that. And it becomes after 4 hours. So 4 hours would be that. Okay, if you would like to go ahead and try this one, you can on the next page. The answer to this is actually 8 hours if you want to try that one on your own.